This week on The Fuller Life. One of them! I thought maybe it just sheared the pin off and it was just sitting there. That's just something to add to the crappy day that I'm already having. Here we go.
We live like crazy, hang with my baby, me and my favorite crew. We live life together, riding on our tractor, yeah, this is what we do. Living like rednecks, all hands on deck, we're living in paradise. Waiting till harvest season, farming's my religion, this is the Fuller Life. Yeah, this is the Fuller Life.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with Fuller Farms. My name's John, for those of you who don't know me. Another cold, windy, rainy day here in southern part of Ohio. Today we went over this morning, me and my dad ran over this morning and we picked up some seed from our local seed dealer. Got some peas and oats that we're going to plant for forage for our sheep that we're eventually going to get. But today we're going to start working some ground and try to get some ground turned over and get ready to plant these peas and oats that we just got. We're not set up for no-till. It's beginning of March, and if we want to chop these for silage, we've got to get them out now. they've got to be planted now, so that way we can chop them for silage here in midsummer. All right, we're gonna get the tractor started up, let it warm up, and hopefully we're going to get some groundwork today. Little chilly. Can't forget the liquid gold. And now the tractor's fueled up and all the fluids are good on it. We're going to go and rip up some ground. Here we go. We just got a little patch here to rip up. Ain't very big. What we're starting out with right now. Boxes. I'm using is a 48-inch ripper for the back of a utility tractor. As you can see there, it's got 4 tines on it, 4 cutters. The whole thing is about 2 feet tall. It ain't very big. It's just perfect for our little 4400 John Deere utility tractor, 35 horse. And you get like this ground that I'm in right now. You can see, I mean, it's soft. It's very soft. But we've had a lot of rain. But as I've noticed with this, when I get into some harder ground, it's about everything this little tractor's got to pull it. Yeah, don't do too bad. About running with a 48-inch swath, because it takes a while. run over a field. Like this field here ain't too big, but get into some of the bigger fields that I'm running a ripper through this year, and you got a lot of passes back and forth. So yesterday, it started sleeting and raining. Kind of, well, sleeted, rained, snowed, and then it went back to sleeting there yesterday. So wasn't able to do any more filming due to the weather, but we got the rest of our fields. We got the rest of the field that I was working in. We got the rest of it ripped. Today we've got some sunshine. It's still pretty cold. It's like 33, 34 degrees. It ain't too bad, especially right now in the sun. But so we quit a little bit early there yesterday. Got the rest of that field ripped up, and man, we called it a day because of the weather. It's just too crappy for anybody to be outside. But today we're going to get the disc. We got a 5-foot 3-point hitch disc we're going to get hooked up to the tractor, and get our seed spreader hooked up to the other tractor, and we're going to try to, with it being such a nice day out, we're going to try to get our peas and oats spread. So that's what the plan is today. What we started yesterday, we're going to try to get finished today. So we're going over to hook up the disc on the back of our Allis Chalmers, and I got to unhook the ripper and hook up the fertilizer spreader. And while we're waiting on that, the disc, finish working up the ground that we ripped, we're going to go back and spread some urea on our wheat. I had to set the camera down while we was hooking up that disc. We had where our top link hooks into the thing, it's a little bent, and took both of us to get it on. But I'm unhooking the ripper right now, and then we're going to go get the 3-point hit, or get the fertilizer spreader hooked up. Then we're going to go spread some fertilizer. Once again, I'm by myself, unhooking this, and it's a bear. I gotta set the camera down while I'm doing this. We got our fertilizer spreader hooked up. Let's go spread some fertilizer. He's having a weight issue with the disc. They ain't got enough weight on the back of it. So we've got a concrete block here. I gotta get this cable busted off. Hang on for a second. But we've got anyway, like I was saying, we got this big concrete thing here that's really heavy, and we're going to load it up. I gotta flatten out the bucket a little bit. We're going to take this thing over and ratchet strap it to the disc. Try to get a little more weight on it. Maybe it'll cut a little bit deeper. So we're getting postponed there for a minute on spreading our fertilizer. Well, we're over here coming up into the field. We'll take this block over to Dad, see how he's getting along. Go back there, get some of our fertilizer spread. I see him now. got our weight put on. We'll see what it does here. By George, I think it's going to work. Uh-oh. I think he's stuck. Nope, he got it. This is what we finished ripping yesterday. After the during all that rain that we had. Right over there's that little knoll that I got a video before the rain really started pounding down on me. All right, now that we got Dad going, let's go get some fertilizer on the field. Let's get something done today. Somewhere along the line, been on my running back and forth with Dad, moving stuff. Busted a bag of fertilizer. See it down there on the spinner. So hopefully, we're only putting 100 pound on this field we're getting ready to go to, this field of wheat. Hopefully we don't lose too much between here and there. It's not exactly a close drive. I can put a rag or something around it, try to hold it in, but I really don't think that's going to do much good. So we'll see what happens. We're getting our fertilizer dumped in, and we're spreading urea on this field of wheat. And this fertilizer that I got, a good fertilizer, but see them clumps? Yeah, they'll bust up when we're spreading it. I got a thing that rotates in the bottom of the spreader that helps bust up clumps, and when we're going over bumps and stuff, it'll help too. We'll get fertilizer dumped in. Got a hole started this way. There's an old one. So them clumps that come out in there, like these, that's due to moisture. It's picked up moisture, sitting on a garage floor, from the air, and if the air is found, the damp air has found a hole somewhere in the bag, and the moisture's gotten in there. Well, that's what's clumped it up. But that's what it looks like when it's not clumping. All right, now we got our fertilizer in here. Also too, when you're messing with any fertilizer, you really shouldn't stick your hands in there like I'm doing. You really shouldn't do that. But if you do that, you want to avoid any contact with your eyes or your mouth or anything, with your hands. You don't want to stick your hands in that fertilizer and lick your fingers. Salty. I gotta get the tractor lined up here. I got a 40-foot this thing spins. I got about between 40 and 60 feet what this spreader will spread. Using my camera here as a backup. It's really too muddy for me to be spreading today, but this is the first nice day we've had in a while. It was cold this morning when we walked out, but it's gotten a lot warmer. There I go, wiping my face after putting my hands in fertilizer. You really shouldn't do that, especially not with urea. All right, let's kick her on here and see what happens. Got hit in the mouth with a piece. Note to self, don't turn around and look at it. It's coming out. It's spreading really good. One of the things you'll notice, this tractor, I've got no computer, no GPS, nothing to tell me where I'm overlapping or how to make a straight line. I've just got to guess. But I can look over and see my tire tracks of what I've already spread, like right here. I know I'm overlapping. So then once you get up here, you go turn around and kind of see where I went through there. I don't know if you can see that or not, where I tracked through. But I know you can see right here where I tracked through. That was my first pass. So now what I'm going to do on this pass is I'm going to pick a point out in front of me, like a tree or a weed or something that ain't going to move, and I'm just going to drive straight. I'm going to try to drive in a straight line, drive as straight as I can, and then I'll do the same thing on the next pass. And hopefully I'll cover every bit of this field. But if you can't drive straight to save your life, then I don't know what to tell you. You probably ought to be doing this with a GPS. As you can see here, all these little white specks, that's all urea. You can see, yeah, I got good, even coverage. It's all about the same. So I got good, even coverage over the whole field. Now this part of the field here, it's a little spotty. It ain't real good, but wheat ain't doing too bad. Now that we're done spreading in that field, we got all the fertilizer spread. Now we're going to go back. We're going to load up our peas and oats. Get our peas and oats loaded up and go over and check on Dad. Looks like he's getting there. Slow process. But looks like the disc ain't doing too bad. We still got a lot of sod, a lot of foreign material in it, but it's worked up good enough to get some seed in the ground. And got the roots cut. That stuff will rot away eventually. We're getting ready to plant now. We've got some Austrian peas. There you go. There's a seed there. Oh, spilling some seed. That's what the Austrian peas looks like. First time we've ever planted them. So we're going to plant them for forage, chop for silage for our sheep when we get them. And we're mixing them in with oats. And what the reason you put oats with them, because the Austrian peas, I guess from my understanding, are like a vine. They form in like a vine, so they've got to have something to cling to, or they'll just lay flat on the ground. So you put the oats in with them, and when them peas grow, the vine will climb them oats. Looks like our barrel weight's holding up. Still got a lot of hopping though. So I'm not having a good day at all. Went to get ready, I went ahead and spread the oats, got the oats on while Dad was disking, and went and put our peas in, and got all of our peas put in here. Went to go kick on the PTO and nothing. PTO's spinning, but our spreader ain't. So I don't know what. I checked on the PTO and there's no bolt that goes through there, and everything's spinning. So the only thing I can figure is there's something wrong in this. Something sheared off and that's not allowing that to spin. So what I'm going to have to do is take this bracket off or take this pump off and separate it from the cone and the PTO and try to figure out what it's doing. Well, I think we figured out what's going on with it. But this has got a little keeper hole for a pin to go through, so what I got to do is get this shaft lined up so that way I can get a new keeper pin through that. So we'll take this apart and see if we can't get through it. We didn't have to take the cone off. What it did, we got the holes in the shaft lined up, stuck a cotter pin in there. It ain't a permanent fix, but it'll get us by till we get our peas sowed. Son of a mother! Well, apparently it still ain't fixed. So that means that goes to tell me that there's something messed up in this gearbox. Wonderful. I'll call Dad and see if he's got the hand seeder. We'll hand seed this son of a monkey. Well, I just called Dad. He's gonna bring the hand seeder over, and I guess we're gonna spread all this by hand. I can get the tractor out of the way and get it down here to the flat where I can dip out of it. And just what we're gonna have to do. Get through today anyway. Something to add to the crappy day that I'm already having. If one thing could go right for 5 seconds, I thought maybe it just sheared the pin off and it was just sitting there. No, that whole thing ain't even spinning. There ain't no way to get into it. I guess there is a way to get into that. Take them 3 bolts off there. Got them bolts there. And yeah, just got them bolts right there. Being that our big cone spreader ain't working, this right here is what we're using. And I'm going to tell you right now, son, it's a lot of freaking walking. I'm beat, and I've only walked 2 acres. Cover 2 acres. And I am shot. Dad's getting the tractor, bringing it back down, and we're going to dip out of the cone, what's left in the cone, and we're going to spread this little 1/4 of an acre, and I'm going to yeah, and we ain't even halfway done yet with what we've got to do tonight, so fun. Well, we got the last of them planted. See the moon there behind me? That's the moon, not the sun. A beautiful sky tonight. Still a little chilly, but at the end of the day, even though today was very frustrating, it's always nice to end the day like this, and you know, living out here where we do, and but after hard days like today, that's why you keep an ice cold beer sitting in the fridge to relax after a hard day and frustrating day. But my day ain't over yet. Technically, wife texted me there about an hour ago and told me dinner was ready, and I've still got to run down. I got to get gas for my dad, and he ran his tractor, ran the Allis-Chalmers out of gas, so I got to go get gas for the Allis-Chalmers, and I got to get gas for it, and I am currently house sitting for a good buddy of mine, and he's on vacation, and I got to run up and go check on his house. But so yeah, work never ends. But yeah, we're going to be hitting it again tomorrow, and we're going to disc in, lightly disc, or the fields that we planted today, just to cover them up because we broadcasted. So we're going to run a disc over them very lightly, so that way we get them, you know, get them turned under the soil. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe, so that way you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, and hit that little notification bell in the corner, so that way you get notified every time there's a video upload. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate all the followers we've got. If there's anything you might like to see in future videos, you know, I'm willing to do more than just videos of the farm. If there's something on the farm you would like to see, something you don't know how to do but you would like to learn how to do, if I have to, I'll learn how to do it, so that way I can make a video on it and show you how to do it. Yeah, just looking for new stuff. We're with us getting into planting season and everything right now, everything's kind of busy, so I'm hoping to have a lot more videos to upload. But yeah, so make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe and hit that little notification bell, and check out our Facebook page. I'll drop a link down in the subscription for you, and you bounce on over to Facebook and check out our page. We do a lot of uploads over there, pictures of stuff that we're doing, and stuff that just, you know, just kind of hard to upload onto YouTube. So yeah, make sure you get over there, and like I said, I'll have the link for that down in the description. But thanks for watching.